Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. It's my honor today to bring you Eileen Murray for our guided meditation today. Eileen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ruth.
Eileen is an amazing teacher. She spends a lot of time working with new Akashic Records, and she also does dream work. So if you're interested in either of those topics, Eileen is the perfect professional for you to turn to. So Eileen, we're ready for your meditation whenever you are.
Okay, thank you, Ruth, and thank you, everyone. What we're going to explore this morning is, what if there's nothing to get from life? That actually we are life. And that doesn't mean that, when we go to if we need something, we go to the grocery store and get it. What I'm talking about here is often we seek, even unconsciously in subtle ways, to get something to fulfill us. When in the truth of our being, our I, the I that I am, the soul consciousness, everything is already within us. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes as we explore just the two ways of being in relationship to, I've got to get this, to the presence within our consciousness, as our consciousness, our divine consciousness, that everything is already there, wanting to express itself from the fullness of who we are. So first we'll explore, I need this. And it can be very subtle or it can be very obvious. I need this. I want this. So bring your attention inside to that feeling. I want this. If I do this, I'll feel better. I want this. I want to take this course. Then I'll be fulfilled. I got to take this other course. I got to do this. So just look and see if there's something in your life that you have that relationship to. I want to do this, to get this. And see how that feels. If I have this, I'll feel more complete in myself. If I go and buy this, I'll feel better. And then feel what it's like when you have that for a while. And does the feeling of, okay, that's that. Now I want this. It's the same pattern that's arising again. That is a sense of feeling incomplete if I don't have. There's no judgment about it, but stand as yourself, as the witness looking at yourself. And how does that feel in the body? And now, take a step into your presence where everything of the soul is already there. The fullness of life is already there. That which you were looking for through the object or through the course or through the connection with someone else. Look and see what that was that you were really, really looking for. A sense of being loved, a sense of, if I do this, I'll feel full. And whatever that quality is in relationship to what you were looking for on the outside in life, look at what that quality is within yourself. And let's take love as an example, or peace. And feel and access and invite that love that is within your consciousness, within who you are, to be present. And as that presence and as that love that is within and that flows through and flows out to the world, from that place, go to that object that you were looking for to fulfill yourself. Say you wanted to buy something, but you're doing it now from the consciousness of being full of life. I am life. I am the fullness of life. And an aspect of that fullness is love, and I am love. And now move from the love out to what you were looking for as the outside to give it to you. Now you're moving towards it from the fullness already within yourself, and see the difference. And see the difference in the interaction between moving from fullness of love versus wanting to get love. And you're doing that action or buying that in a sense of celebration of life. I'm celebrating from the fullness that I am already, and celebrating having that, or celebrating that relationship. The love that I am, I'm sharing with the other. And because I'm coming from love, I can see love in the other. I'm not there to get something from them or that circumstance. And if I still am, if I still feel I'm trying to get something, just welcome that as well, that feeling of looking to it to the outside, and bring the presence of love to that. You can decide to bring that love to that situation. And love in itself is ever present everywhere. So feel that love around you, in your space. And see that love going before you through the day to your interactions with people. Let it do the work. You're being present to it, being there everywhere already. And then what happens if you're walking around your home or in your city, and you have the awareness that love is everywhere? So the space, the air, is love, is filled with love and as love. How does that feel? Feel the difference between walking just in a hurry or walking to go somewhere as you normally would, thinking I've got to get there. I'm walking through space to get there. And now walk through that space as the space being filled as love. I am love. All there is love everywhere. It's a part of the divine creation. And say you meet someone where there's an encounter, or you witness an encounter of anger or rage between two people. And what happens then if you stand as the witness in love within yourself, and love being all around everywhere? Not trying to change anything, but bringing and being a different consciousness to the situation. See if there's any change in the situation because you're standing there being the presence of love or peace. And how does your body feel? And what happens then if we see that love is living through and as us? Love is living itself as us. I have the power to make a decision that I can choose to put love where there is disharmony. Wherever I see or feel disharmony, I have the power to choose to bring love there and allow it to do what it will do. I have the power to choose to bring love where there's hatred. Wherever there's a non-loving feeling, I have the power to choose to bring love there, to see love there. And I have the power to open my consciousness to let love live itself through me. And I have the power to choose whenever there's any resistance to bring love to the resistance or to the hatred or to any limited thought or belief. And let us do the same with peace. Let us feel peace flowing through us and as us. And seeing it everywhere throughout all creation as being an omnipresent quality of spirit. And I have the power to see any situation neither as good nor bad, because that's duality, but to bring the presence there. And as an example, where I'm living, in the area I'm living, there are all kinds of fires around. and the air is filled with smoke. So I have the power not to make smoke bad, but to look at it and bring love and see the air as love being present there. And if I'm called to any action, I do move forward with that from the place of love. And if there's fear or resistance, I simply bring love to that. I welcome those feelings into the greater space of that life, allowing the qualities of the fullness of life to move through me and as me. This is what I am in my truth. This is what we all are. There is one life, one love, one peace. Everywhere. And then life is living me. I am that life. I am the fullness of life. And it is all in this moment. The fullness is in this moment. And now the fullness is in this moment. And I breathe. And the breath is living through me and as me. That breath of life. That breath of the fullness of life. And I give thanks for all the qualities of spirit that are living through me and as me, that are everywhere. And I witness them being active, active peace, active love, active harmony through me as the one infinite love and peace and harmony everywhere. As you, as me, as the one. And so it is. And so when you feel comfortable, just open your eyes and notice how you are feeling and what is happening through you and around you.
Eileen, I always love your meditations because I always come out a different person than I went in. And I so appreciate that about you. A couple of the things that you said, I wrote down. Well, one, I was trying to figure out, so what was it that I was looking for? You know, it's not doing a new class, but really helping to put the angelic gems out into the world. And I don't know if I've shared the angelic gems with you or not, but it was something that Archangel Raphael had shared with me a year and a half ago. And I was given the idea, the channeling of the angelic gems. And I know that it's to put them out there in the world for people to access them. And it's been a year and a half, and I have not been very out there with them. I've shared them on Enlightened World and demonstrated them, but I haven't really been out there. And so I was asking myself, what am I looking for in doing that? And it was for me to feel like I had fulfilled my duty of putting them out there, and my being a good conduit of the archangels, because I feel like I've been entrusted with this clearing modality. And then I put myself out to, okay, well, if I'm out there in the world and I already am a good conduit of the archangels, and I believe that on Enlightened World, 100% of the time, I'm being a conduit of the archangels, then it took away that, it's not a longing, but that feeling of responsibility. And then I was reminded that we all are a spark of the divine. We all are conduits of the divine in our everyday, doing what we're doing. And I was also reminded of something that I had been told in meditation when you were talking about love and our being love and one love, which was let all that isn't love fall away. And when you let everything that isn't love fall away, it's just, the new perspective is just so clean, and it's so easy, and it's not mired with any of those things of the 3D. It's just standing in your strength as a spark of the divine, divine love.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, because that's where duality is going. The more we are in that, as that awareness, the more the duality can fall away. Because I was thinking of that this morning. If I'm making the smoke bad, I'm holding it in place as bad. What if I just look at a smoke and see love there? But if I don't make anything good or bad, I've moved out of duality. And that's all what you were talking, it just falls away because it has nothing to hold on to.
Right.
It needs our belief and our energy to stay in place. But if we don't give it that, and especially in doing it lovingly, then it can shift.
Well, yes, there's the benefit to that, but there's also the benefit to us as a spiritual being in a physical body of having that fresh new perspective at any time. It just lightens the load.
Yeah. Yes, because the divine is in the moment. The divine doesn't know bad or good. It only knows it's all good everywhere as everything, and it's here. So every moment is new and fresh, and that is such a relief to keep reminding, because then the burdens of the past start falling. We stop going back into the memory of the past when we start to, and the worry of the future.
Well, and really all we have is the now.
Yes.
We don't really have the past, and we don't really have the future.
No.
All we have is right now.
Yes. And that's where the power is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Eileen, is there anything that you would like to share about what it is that you do that folks might be interested in connecting with you for?
Sure. Thank you. Well, my passion, of course, is working with the new records and working with dreams, because I feel, especially in these days, the soul is giving us messages through the dream world, and it's often not what we think it is. And especially in relationship to, if we go into memory of saying, I have an image and this is what it says in mythology, if we come to it brand new and fresh, and allow its own intelligence to speak, that's the way I work with the records, to help people see what is unfolding for them, because they get the answer as we explore it through in that way. And of course, the records are pointing out what is wanting to come through us as the soul consciousness that we are.
And I have worked with Eileen. I can vouch for both of these aspects, the new records as well as the dream work. So I highly recommend Eileen's work. She's really outstanding to work with. So, Eileen, thank you so much for being here with me today. And friends here at Enlightened World Network, thank you for spending time every day to learn a little bit more about yourself in spirit and to learn a little bit more about what you can experience out of life. So take good care and God bless. We'll see you soon.